Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Jeff Green here with Dynamic Photography. So today I'm beyond ecstatic. I'm finally back on the Alvord Desert in Eastern Oregon. I love it here. I haven't been here since 2018. I was here during the great solar eclipse and it was a lot of fun, very memorable. So today what's going on is I plan on staying out in this area for about 3 nights. Tonight, I'm going to stay out on the Alvord Desert specifically and set up camp, have some food. Tomorrow, I'm headed over to the Blitzen River, which is on the other side of the Steens Mountains. And I'm going to be doing some fly fishing, going to do it for most of the day tomorrow. And then on my 3rd day out here, I am going to try to get up to the summit of the Steens Mountains and hike down to Wildhorse Lake and stay there for the 3rd night. However, I did see one sign that was posted out on one of the main roads, said something about a road closure. So I need to investigate that in the next 2 days to see if that's possible. If not, I'll just head over to the Blitzen again or back out here for my 3rd night. Doesn't matter, as long as I'm having fun. All right, so thanks for tagging along on these adventures. Let's go. You know, I'm turning around. I feel like I saw something weird on the ground over here. Where did that go? What is that? Dude, what in the world? It is something. Something. There's something. Is that a dead animal? Ugh. I don't smell anything. Dude, is that a dead body? What are you? Oh my god. All right, somebody must have left it as a prank, I suppose. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna take him, I guess. I don't want to leave it out here. How's it going? I shall call him Skelly, and he's gonna go with me for the rest of this mission. Throw him in the back of the rig. You know, I was thinking about it. Halloween's right around the corner. That's what that's got to be about. Some sort of Halloween thing. All right, I'm on the far end of the desert, away from the entrance and away from a lot of the other activity that's over on that side. And I found a good spot. I like this. It's starting to cool off, and I'm going to go ahead and set up my camp right over here. I've got my 2-person backpacking tent. Sleeping bag. My pad and a camp chair. It's going to be dark before I know it. I got a whole bunch of mountain houses in here for this adventure. While I've been waiting for my food to get ready, I've just been kind of messing around with my Nikon D750. This is paired with a 24 to 70 millimeter, and I'm just popping off a few shots. Not much to it. It is boiling. That was fast. Gonna set up my camp chair. Hopefully have a chance to just sit down and enjoy the moment. I was looking at the forecast and I think it's going to get pretty cold tonight. Low 40s, maybe upper 30s overnight. So I'm going to go ahead and put my sleeping bag liner inside my sleeping bag and use it tonight. It's going to make things nice and cozy. I'm going to catch up with you in the morning. We're going to be running over to the Blitzen River to do some fly fishing. So for the rest of the night, I'm just going to finish my food, tidy up my gear, get my fly fishing gear ready for tomorrow. And I'm going to sit in my chair and I'm going to stargaze and just enjoy the moment. We'll see you tomorrow. It's a pretty cold morning, 35 degrees, very cold. So first things first, I'm gonna make some warm coffee, and then I'm gonna make some breakfast, and I'm gonna tear down my my camp. My tent's over there, And I might do a little bit of landscape photography also, and then I'm going to get out of here. All right, got some coffee going. I'm gonna make some breakfast, some noodles. Sun is coming up and it feels so good. It's already warming up just enough. Just enough. Fingers are cold though. All right, I just did a little bit of photography while I've been waiting for water to boil. Check this out. Now that the sun is out, I got the solar panels out, and they're charging a small battery block, a block that I can use to charge devices later on as needed, especially if I'm away from the truck. All right, I'm all packed up and I'm ready to get out of here. Had my breakfast, had my coffee. So I'm gonna head over to the other side of the Steens Mountains, and I'm gonna head towards the Blitzen River to do some fly fishing. I am gonna quickly run up the access road to the Steens Mountains just to check on that road closure. I got a bad feeling that it's closed before you can get to the lake that I wanna get at, but that's for the third day. So I'm gonna check on that real quick, then get down to the Blitzen and start doing some fly fishing, and that's where we'll catch up. All right, let's go. All right, this place is home for the night. I'm gonna get set up, I'm gonna get suited up, and I'm gonna head down to the Blitzen River and do some fly fishing. There she is, and it's a ways down there. I have to go down this chute over here. All right, that was a horrible descent down into the canyon. I've made it to the river, made a couple waypoints on the way so I could find my way back. So I'm gonna start some fly fishing now. There's a fish. Dude, I just hooked a fish. Crazy. My first spot. So I've got to get out there. There he is. I have my first Blitzen trout. All right, third cast on the Blitzen River. There's a good fish, I think. Wow, right against the boulder. Let's turn him around. That's a nice fish. It's hot. There he goes. All right, it's been a fun afternoon out here on the Blitzen. I've caught a whole bunch of fish, spent a few hours out here, and I'm not gonna stay till dark on this one. I need to get back to the truck, and it's gonna take a while to get there, so I want to prepare for whatever it is I'm doing tomorrow. So, all right, it's been real. Would have liked to have explored a little bit more, but that's how it goes. I just want to say that I just climbed out of that canyon. That dark spot way down there is the river. I just came up. It took like 20 minutes and I can barely breathe. And we're at elevation, by the way. Some crazy elevation. That was a heck of a hike. That was way more than I thought it was going to be. Don't really want to do that again. So anyways, I've changed into some clean clothes and all packed up, and I'm gonna get out of here. And I've got a few hours of daylight in the second half of the day now, and so my plan at this point is to try to figure out exactly what I'm doing tomorrow. All right, it took a while, but I found somewhere that I can stay the night. I am far from anything and everything out here. I'm not gonna film much here. I'm just gonna take it easy. There is something over there. Ground spring over here, a watering hole. Lots of prints of all kinds of things. Well, I'm certainly not gonna filter that water. I have plenty. Makes me think though, should I really stay here? Could be active, could be pretty active at night. But this is such a good spot, and I can tell people have been here. So I think what I'll do is I'll just sleep in the truck. No biggie. Oh my gosh. Wow, what a mess. Yeah, I got too much stuff, but 3 days of doing activities that are different each day. But yeah, there's some wet stuff. I'm drying it out. I am making room in my truck to set up a sleeping area. I've got it all set up now, so I'm just gonna pack my stuff for probably backpacking into Wildhorse Lake. I'm really hoping I can. I have confirmed that the road is blocked going up the main access, but I did talk to a local and I found out that there's an alternate way to get around and still access that trailhead up there. So I'm gonna give it a shot tomorrow in the morning. I'm not gonna go too early, and then if it doesn't work, I'm gonna go to plan B, which is go back down to the Blitzen River. So for now, work on this, eat, and do all the things I gotta do. I'm not gonna film that much tonight. There's really nothing going on, so might just pick it up with anything that's interesting later or tomorrow morning. All right, it's morning time. I'm making coffee I'm being super quiet because I saw movement off to the right, and I'm gonna reveal got a wild horse. And there's gonna be some more, I think. I'll crop in so you can see it a little bit better. I really don't want to spook this horse. This is amazing. I pretty much think he's probably headed down to this little watering hole. If you can see it, there's a little bit of water over there. Oh, here they come. They're going down to the water. This is cool. All right, so I went ahead and I got out the Nikon and I went down to the watering hole, got kind of close to the horses, but not too close. And it was so cool. They were amazing. And I got a bunch of shots and hopefully I got something good. I'm thinking I kind of did. So let's check it out. All right, it's been a real nice morning here. It's pretty cold this morning, but it's warming up. Saw some wild horses, made some food, drank some coffee, and I've been here for a while, so it's time to get on the move. We're gonna head up to the summit of the Steens Mountain, try to get down to Wildhorse Lake. Good enough. Looks just as good as anything else I've seen up here. Got a little bit of a wind break because there's some strong winds up here. A flat spot. Looks like somebody has used this in the past. I was looking over there and it looks like a good spot to set up the jet boil to cook later on. Plus we're about just over 100 feet from the water, which is really nice to have that. So I'm going to set up, and I'm going to set up off camera. I'm not going to show everything. It's pretty windy, like I said, and I'm not going over my gear piece by piece. I've packed fly fishing equipment, photography equipment, and of course the overnight stuff. All right, I've been working for about an hour. Just got done filtering 3 liters of water. I set up my shelter, got my sleeping bag, my pad, my pillow, did some organizing, and also got my fly rod materials out, set it up, got everything ready. I'm gonna do a little fly fishing here in a bit. Yeah, so here's a quick, better look at my site that I have set up. Of course, I got the shelter over here. Got some food sitting down there in my pack. My pack is empty right now. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Someone had put rocks around there, but there's never been a fire in there, I can tell. But it's for you to set up your little propane or isobutane camp stove, like a jet boil. And nature was awesome enough to leave me this workbench. This workbench has helped me set stuff up the whole time I've been working. It's awesome. So yeah, I got a water station, I got my dinner and breakfast ready to go, I got GoPro accessories and whatnot, filter over there, got my toiletries, and I got a bunch of warming layers because I knew this was going to be cold. I've got long johns underneath there, and that's a hooded sweatshirt. R2's out, he's in charge of camp, he's going to watch after it. I'm going to give it a go. I don't know what to expect. I don't think I'm going to film a whole lot unless there's some activity. I think this might just end up being casting practice, but you know, I'm here and I got to give it a shot just a little bit. My goodness, holy smokes, look at that fish. Yes, we gotta land him. Threw it. That sucker just threw the hook right as I was getting set. All right, I'm gonna head back to camp, make a couple casts on the way. Well, I should have been recording because I just hooked up. Oh my goodness. It's not as big as the one earlier. Don't care, I just want to get a fish to hand. Yes. I'll feel good about heading back now. Now it's about the same. Let's turn that down. Wet. What do we got? A cutthroat? Oh, this isn't going to be pretty. My feet are going to get wet. It sucks. All right, a Lahontan cutthroat trout. Finally, took me a couple hours. Look at that. Let's get him back in the water. Holy smokes. All right, awesome. It was worth it. Let's go. Oh, there he goes. What a fish. What a fish. What, dude, what the frick? That was exhilarating. All right. Wow. All right. I'm done. I didn't get a second fish. I'm just absolutely ecstatic that I got that one though. That was awesome. I worked so hard for him. I missed so many fish earlier on. So I'm going to go back and make dinner now with the last remaining bit of light and then call it a night. Tonight's dinner is beef stroganoff again. It's one of my favorite. Man, it's amazing. I'm loving it here. This is awesome. I'm the only one here. I've seen a couple other day hikers, but they're long gone. I'm the only one here for the night. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's going to get cold. It's going to get really cold. I think it's going to get around 35, maybe 38 degrees or so. So I'm going to layer up, get into my sack. All right, it's getting dark. I'm eating. I'm going to eat real quick. I'm going to bed. So I'm signing off for the night. We'll pick it up in the morning. Good night. All right, it's morning time. And I've gone for a little walk to help myself warm up. And it's working a little bit. There's the canyon that goes down to the desert. I'm just trying to warm up a little bit. It's a cold, cold morning. I think it started out in the upper 30s. It's warmed up a little bit. Walking around is nice, but I'm gonna head back to camp. I'm gonna make some breakfast, make some coffee, and start tearing down pretty soon. Nothing like warm liquids when it's super cold out. Stuff is hitting the spot for sure. So I started tearing down a few items. Got my pad and sleeping bag going away. Broke down the fly rod. Started packing up some gear. So this is going to come down in a few minutes, and then I'm going to start that hike out. I got to go to the top of that. I'm going to go up, over, and then switch back a lot, and then get close to the ridge line, and then go up the ridge line up to the trailhead. And it's going to be about 1.5 miles distance from right here. Well, the sun is coming out and it feels absolutely amazing. Feels so good. Probably going to take off some of my warming layers that I have on underneath this stuff. Going to take it off pretty soon, especially have it off for when it's time to start moving. Eating some breakfast, the good old breakfast skillet. I just wanted to take a second to point out how good this sleeping bag liner has been in the past few days. This is what it looks like, and it has been such a nice creature comfort to have out in this bone-chilling nights that I've been staying out here. So, you know, you just climb inside this thing, open up your sleeping bag, like unzip it, work your legs in all the way down, and then zip your sleeping bag over this and yourself at the same time, and then get all situated. The material feels great, but I think what happens is warm air gets trapped between this material and then your sleeping bag material. I think that's what's happening. I was trying to feel it last night. It was so warm and toasty, and I think that trapped air warms up and just sits there and keeps you warm. I was just trying to think about it. I don't know if anybody knows exactly if that's the case or not, but that's what I kind of felt. Trapped warm air in between this material and in between the sleeping bag material. Just amazing. Such a good piece of gear. Highly recommend that if you're going to be in cold weather. Can't believe I'm about to walk up that. That is crazy. Goodbye, Wildhorse Lake. It was fun. It was cold, but it wasn't too bad. And goodbye, beautiful Lahontan cutthroat trout. It was fun catching one of you. Beautiful trout. That was a heck of a climb, but finally made it out. And here's some numbers just to summarize. It took me 1.5 hours to get from the lake back up to the trailhead. It was 1.6 miles, and the elevation gain was, it's showing about 1,200 feet of elevation gain, and it was straight up. It was tough. Looks like I stopped for 20 minutes, but that was spread out over like 4 minutes here, 4 minutes there, and all that to catch my breath. It was tough. That was tough. That was not fun. I didn't film a single minute of it. But okay, so I'm recovering and I'm getting ready to get out of here. I'm not staying another night out here in the Steens. I'm headed home. However, I got enough gas in me to make one more stop. I got one more cool location I want to stop at, and I'm only going to be there for about 10 minutes. It's to check out something cool, and it's on the drive back down to the main highway. So we're going to go down there and we're going to check that out, and we're going to go right now. Oh my gosh, isn't this cool? This is one of many aspen groves up here in the Steens Mountains, and gosh, it's just so cool with all the little bends in the trees. It's so interesting. It's really good for photography. And I'm getting a bunch of different shots. I'm trying a bunch of different things. So I'm super happy I'm here in the fall. We got fall colors going off. It's just awesome. I've passed by these things in the past, but never in the fall. So I'm super happy to at least done this once. I can tell the fall colors have peaked, but oh well, it's the best you're gonna get, right? All right, so I'm gonna walk around and I'm gonna pop off a whole bunch of shots in different areas, see what I can find. And I'll tell you what, why don't we just check out a sample right now of what I get. Go. All right, that's it. 3 days of non-stop adventure, 3 days of non-stop exploration. It's been a blast. We had the Alvord Desert, the Blitzen River, and of course, Wildhorse Lake. It's been absolutely a blast being out here, super fun. And if you've made it this far into the video, I wanna say thanks for watching, you're awesome. So if you saw anything in this video that you liked, or if you saw anything in this video that you thought were interesting, just go ahead and drop a like, a comment if you want to drop a comment. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. All right, thanks again. Stay safe, and we'll see you out there.